Welcome to day 2 of spiritual fitness, guys. Hello. I miss you, guys. I haven't been live in such a long time, so it's such an honor to be coming back and just guiding everyone through a little bit of spiritual fitness. So, just a quick recap. It's titled Spiritual Fitness because it is a fitness. It's a practice that you have to implement daily. And, guys, this is a practice of only 15 minutes. If you just set a timer for 15 minutes every day, start out with just practicing relaxing all the muscles in your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. What this does is it stops momentum. So if you're caught up in a lot of negative thoughts, or if you're caught up in just a negative pattern of your life, you get a 15-minute break from that. Law of attraction will take over and you will see drastic improvements in your mood, in your energy, in your manifesting if you just start for a week. Yo, Antoinette, welcome. How are you, beautiful? I'm just so used to talking to you on the phone that I'm like, how are you? Tell me. I haven't done lives in so long. It's so fun to be back doing them. Okay, did I do the recap? Yeah, so it's a fitness. You guys want to implement this every day. And it's only 15 minutes. You can set a timer 15 minutes, relax the muscles from the top of your head down to your toes. You can do a walking meditation. The whole point is as long as you bring your focus to one thing and one thing only, then you're good to go. So if you're singing, I'll count that as meditation. The difference between doing like singing and dance, meditation versus meditating where you just quiet your mind and like relax the muscles in your body is that when you sit still and you relax the muscles in your body and when you feel that soften, that's you actively changing your consciousness. That's you actively changing your energetic state. And it's like a skill. And so when you practice it in meditation, when you're out and about, you can go, wait a second, I don't want this mood, this energy. I want something else. So if you practice it at a still state, when you're in an active state, it's going to be able to happen much, much easier. I hope, did that make sense? Does that make sense, Antoinette? Yo, Concha made it all the way from the west coast. 8, 9, 10, 11, 8 a.m. I did try to make this early enough in the day for me, East Coast, so that it wasn't like middle of my day, but I wanted it late enough so that West Coasters could join. Australia, that time zone just gets screwed a lot, man. Hey, Antoinette, I took a look at some of your... So if you're coming on, say hello. If you're catching the replay, let me know you're catching the replay. We'll get started in... so everyone go get ready. Go get your meditation stuff ready. Sit where you want to sit. Lie where you want to lay. Get whatever blanket you want. We'll start in a couple minutes. But Antoinette, you're doing a really good job on those... not affirmation lists, the positive focus list. You're doing a really good job on those, dude. And you're like, A+, man. But we'll go over it more on our next live call. But I wanted to let you know because I don't think we meet this week. You're on the right track, man. Are you feeling your energy rise? It's totally cool. I wake up around 6 a.m. Dude, I'm trying to wake back up at like 6 a.m. 9 a.m. today. Did not happen. But so are you feeling your energy rise, Antoinette? Okay, perfect. All right, well, let's get started. Thank you to the people who joined live. It's way more fun when people join live. So let's get started. Get into your meditation position. Just allowing your energy to soften and calm. Softening and calming as you just sit down, closing your eyes, allowing all the muscles in your body to relax and let go. Tension is typically when there's something that you think is outside of your control and you want to do something about it, you'll tense up the smaller muscles. So we want to help you practice based on what Kelly said, bouncing off, adding to what Kelly said. Practice releasing those smaller muscles so you can let go of control so we can come in and powerfully do our step 2 of law of attraction. So with that, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your sole focus is on just allowing your body to soften. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, softening your body. Breathe out, softening your body. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, softening your body. Breathing out, just allowing muscles to relax and let go. Breathing in, softening muscles you didn't even know were clenched. Breathing out. Continue breathing at your own pace, your own rhythm, with a dominant intent to relax, soften, and let go of your physical body so you can reestablish a deeper connection between you and you and your inner being. You have nothing to do in this process. Your inner being, your soul, knows how to connect with you. Just as a parent knows how to put pants on a baby, your inner being knows how to connect to you. Your job is to relax and let go so the other party can do their job. Just softening the muscles behind your eyes. Allow yourself to feel any tension that may be there, because all that is strong desire to achieve something new. And now you know better to relax and allow the other party to guide you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Softening the muscles in your jaw. The sides of your eyes, behind your eyes. Just allowing any stress and tension to just leave your body now, like a gentle wind is just blowing it out of your body, because there's nothing to worry about. Expansion is normal, and you know how to expand. As a baby, a newborn, you simply observed with your eyes and were able to teach yourself how to walk. So you've simply observed things that you want to experience, and now you're growing through the growing stage. New muscles, flexing new muscles, building all the muscles up so that you can take that first step. You know how to do what you need to do. So it's about allowing yourself to recognize the practices, the energy, the effort you put forth, knowing that it's enough and it will pay off. When you're a baby, you don't start taking stock. Oh, look at me, my eyes work now. Maybe now I can walk. Oh, look at me. I know these are hands and they can grab things. Maybe now I can walk. Oh, look at me. I could do tummy time. I guess that means I can walk now. No, you enjoy it. Ooh, I could Superman. Hey, I could grab onto things. Whoa, I could grab onto things and pull myself up. Whoa, wobbly. You're simply returning to a state of well-being, of deep connection to you and your soul that knows how to guide you and teach you everything you need to learn. And we know that Kelly titled this Spiritual Fitness, and she thought that meant that it was going to be pure meditation for 5 days, but we actually want to come in and channel a message for all of you guys. We really want to hone in and sink in on your inner being knows. So Kelly's been going through some emotions lately. There's a lot of expansion, a lot of growth that she's reaching for. And for her, she knows how it works. She knows once you identify how you feel, you release anything holding you back and you can let go. But she's been having a little difficulty identifying how she feels. And she is a little bit, we'll say, advanced in the personal growth. So just a friend listening doesn't really work. And so I'm trying to figure out how I feel. I'm trying to figure out how I feel. The focus was on, I'm trying. And you guys, if you're meditating, you can open your eyes now. We're going to switch this into just delivering you guys a message, and then we'll go into some one-on-one readings for everyone. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out how I feel. I'm trying. I'm trying to get good at reels. I'm trying to get more energy so that I can then. No, I'm practicing and playing with reels. I'm practicing and playing with a new self-care routine to give me more energy. I'm doing things that will get me more energy. I'm doing things that will ground me deeper in my body. I'm doing things that help solidify my belief that I'm worthy of a significant pay increase. Do you see that difference? Do you see that shift? So back to Kelly's story. She was just like, okay, I'm exhausted. I have done everything that I know how to do to how I feel. And then she switched her focus to, inner being, can you help me figure this one out? How do I feel? I don't know how to put words to it. It was about a week. Hear that. It was about a week. She was a little wound up, about 2 months trying to just articulate how she feels. So it took about a week of her staying off the topic and just going back to, hey, my meditation, my walking, my yoga, it's enough. The answer will come to me at the right time. She was guided to run an errand at a used bookstore, and from there, she saw some books. She, he, we. Kelly looked at them and went, what are those archaic books? Like Inner Being. No. I'm not reading those. She read the back, and sure enough, it was about like Greek mythology and all that stuff. And she went, well, all right, they're thin enough, Inner Being. I'll read them. page 1 of the He, and she was like, oh my God, I understand so much more about men in this one page than I have. She got maybe 4th of the way through that book. She was guided. Hey, if you finish this book, you'll be in the energy of your husband. But you're not going to enjoy the journey as best you can, but you'll have your husband. If you read the She book first, it's going to take more time because it's going to process some emotions for you, but you'll delightfully enjoy the journey to getting married. Which one do you want? Which one do you guys want? Do you want the quickest, fastest way there, or do you want to enjoy the journey? Because those of you watching this, live or replay, many of you think you want the quickest, fastest, easiest way. But you're actually manifesting that. I want the most enjoyable route there. I want a journey with speed, a journey with momentum, a journey with knowing and trusting what I'm doing will get me there. But I really just want to savor, relish, and deliciously enjoy life. And more than I ever have, because I know I'm going to get that investment account. I know I'm going to get my website launched. I know I'm going to sell everything that needs to be sold. I know new job's coming. And I don't want to be a rush and a panic as I find the job. I want to relax and enjoy it. So many of you are just a little unaware that your dominant vibration is a little bit more on enjoying the journey. And many of you are just thinking that it has to be qualitative. It has to be masculine energy. Look, I thought a thought and look at how good I am because I've been meditating. It came in right away. Guys, if you've pre-paved for fastest, easiest, quickest way, I want to see as many gorgeous men as I possibly can along the way. I want to, each pre-paving is going to take you on a different way to get to the same goal. But you didn't come down here from spirit world when you guys were up here with us. You didn't come down to, I want that, I want that, I want an elephant, I want a private jet. Well, now I want to be in the Maldives and in an hour, right? If you live in America and say it's an 18-hour flight somewhere, you wouldn't go, okay, I've got my energy right, get me to the Maldives, and you wouldn't expect to be teleported there. Non-physical, we can do that. Physical, you came down with the constraints of time, with the constraints of earth, with the knowing that you're part of mass consciousness developing the technology, right? Back in the day, you couldn't fly at all. Now you can fly. Yes. Will flights get quicker, faster, easier, shorter? Yes. As more people put that into mass consciousness. But just as you right now would not put the pressure on yourself to be able to do what mass consciousness on earth hasn't manifested as a whole yet, don't put that pressure on your manifestations. Why beat yourself up? You're whipping your brain right now. You didn't get it yesterday. You must not meditate enough. Well, now I've got to meditate. That's not a meditation face. It's I'm taking actions. I'm committed to allowing more love into my life. I'm committed to allowing more energy flow of money into my life. I'm committed to allowing myself to have more fun. I'm committed to allowing my fun-o-meter, the vibration of fun and enjoyment and happiness in my life, to continue expanding. I'm committed to moving around in a body that feels better and better and better to move in. Because wouldn't you rather be on that journey that, like, God, it just almost feels like every step I take, I feel better in my body, and I see that I'm putting in effort for the new job, so I know it's going to come, right? Because there's a difference between someone who, I want the new job, a month later, where's the new job, versus someone who's, I'm setting an intention to get into the vibration of a new job that's uplifting, that's fun, that's cohesive. I feel safe. I'm going to feel safe leaving my new job to land perfectly into that one. And I'm setting the intention just to expand the financial frequency. Money is not real, guys. It's an idea. It is a made-up idea, a made-up concept by humans so that you could trade gifts and goods with people that you don't know. So it is simply energy. You're opening up to allow more fun into your life. So I'm recognizing this is about a journey of allowing myself to feel better and better and better in my body. And I'm not just going to allow myself to do that. So I'm setting the intention. Set different intentions when you meditate. Let your inner being guide you. I'm setting that meditation for 15 minutes. I'm just going to relax the muscles in my body, and I'm going to trust my inner being to guide me to all these delicious things I want to enjoy and experience. And then take action. Apply for a job, look at resumes, call, hey girl, how you been? Oh yeah, have you heard of any job openings? I'm kind of just poking my head around, seeing what's out there. Eventually it's going to snap and you'll be enjoying it. But do you guys see how it's more about a journey of allowing more vitality, more fun into your physical, mental, and emotional well-being? And that is our direct question to you guys. Well, guys, spiritual fitness turned into channeling and live reads. I feel it more when I go into appreciation. Shit, guys, my eyes were closed. Oh, Jennifer. Jennifer, you'll like re-listening to that one. What's up, Jennifer? Love you too, Concha. Enjoy the journey. Yeah, guys. Whew, they asked a question. What did they ask? Shit, when I channel, I just get happy. I don't know. I remember what they said. They were asking, do you understand that it's mainly a journey about enjoying life more, vitality, energy? I love you too, Concha. No comments, guys? I liked that message. I'll comment. I liked it. I did approach my morning yoga that way too this morning. I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that 60-minute advanced one. You know, I'm not even going to do the 60-minute intermediate one. I'm going to do this 10-minute good morning yoga series one. And I truly enjoyed stretching my body. And after I did like 3 of those, I went on the best walk of my life. Great idea to relax all the muscles. I needed that today. Definitely going through big growth. Contra, tell me more about your growth. I haven't been on live call with you anymore. What's coming? What are you manifesting right now? You are quite the expanding manifester. So what are you even working on now, Contra? Let me help you guys out. Man, I could feel the tension behind my eyes too. Oh, hey, and they're saying a little tip. You guys can, during your day, you don't have to, if you want to do something in addition to like a 15-minute meditation, you could do like literally what Kelly just did, which was while she's awake and doing something, wait, oh, hey, I feel that tension in my eyes creeping back in. But that's the value of when you do it in a meditation, because you'll feel your body soften and relax. The more you get practiced at experiencing that state when you're doing active things, where you can't kind of, disconnect a little, but they're active things at work or whatever, you'll start to feel any tension so that you can, when you're conscious and active, relax it. That's when you'll really be in the flow, they're saying. And Contra, do you want to be coached right now? Or do you guys just want a mental a mental, gentle, spiritual channeling day? Throughout the day, I relax my jaw and mind. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. That's in alignment, Antoinette. Antoinette, you're on the... Antoinette, girl, you're on the right path. Everything you're doing is in alignment. There's one little tweak of it's this is a refining thing, Antoinette. There's a little bit of your energy of like you're doing all these things to get vitality and energy back into your life, right? And you're doing a good job. Everything is on the right path. But there's a little bit of push through it, muscle through it. Instead, it could be oh, I'm waking up today. Ooh, I slept a little wrong. I got a kink in my hip. All right, well, let's walk in a loving way. Let's still walk, and let's walk at a good pace so I get a good workout. But let's walk in a way where I can stretch that out a little bit more. Does that make sense, Antoinette? That's a really good refine. It's like, okay, they're saying it's like meeting your body exactly where it's at without expecting it to be any different. Okay, Concha, I'll hop back to you right after I finish up with Antoinette. And maybe Jennifer will be able to hear me after that. God, I'm just gonna massage my muscles all day now. Can you give another example? Okay. I kind of live calls with people is so much easier than coaching via Facebook because I could hear your words and what you're doing and then apply it to your life a little bit easier. This is very fun going live and doing it on a Facebook Live again where you can't hear the other person. So you mean meet myself where I'm at? Yes, it's exactly meet yourself where you're at. It's like it's just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna say it again and then I'm also trying to think of another example for you too. I don't know exactly what your routine looks like, but like let's just say it's as soon as I get out of bed, I'm gonna go work out. So it would be like a barreling out of bed, like, okay, I woke up, I better go work out, instead of oh, good morning. Ooh, I get to work out. Let me stretch my body a little. Let me take inventory of stock. And okay, my left hip is a little tender, a little sore. Right hip's feeling fine. Ooh, I could do some back bends. You know, maybe spend a minute, not much time, but a little bit, and like check in and go, okay, it feels better to my body today. Long walk. Hey, actually, I want to do a shorter walk and I want to do some hip opening yoga today. So it's masculine rigid, and the first major activity I'm going to do when I wake up is a workout, but allowing for the softer feminine of I'm going to be a little flexible with it. And it's not, I did one stretch, feminine, that's what I wanted. No, it's I want a good workout, I want to sweat, I want to blah, 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 blah. I want, work on my cardio. But today, since my left hip's a little sore, instead of walking for an hour, I'm going to walk for 30 minutes and then do 30 minutes of maybe gentle, maybe intermediate, but you get to tap in. Do you need the gentle yoga? Do you need the intermediate yoga? Oh, and George is saying a good example for you is Kelly sent you a yoga clip that she's been doing. That one's a little bit more, it's intermediate, it's a little bit more advanced. Kelly's been doing that in the mornings. This morning she woke up and she was processing a lot of emotions last night, so she was knotted up in a little ball and she woke up and her hips were really sore. So she woke up and went, okay, I can't do that intense one right away. I need to do something a little more mellow. He's asking, do you hear that? That is so, Concha, I kind of can't wait to come back to your energy and focus on you. That's a very interesting comment. Okay, and George is throwing out another example as I wait to hear your response, Antoinette, of my morning drink. There's like 3 to 4 different types of drinks that Kelly likes to drink. There's one that's just like moon balance. She likes to drink just maca. She likes matcha. Sometimes she likes mixing them. It's waking up and going, what does my body most need today? Does it need just pure energy and focus, matcha? Does it need more balancing and softening, maca? Does it need just a softer bit of support, right? Because there's a difference between a hard cast on your arm. We would say maca is a pretty hard cast for your hormone system of you will be balanced because we're locking you in a hard cast, versus just a sling to take some of the pressure off, which is her moon balance. So she checks in and she's like, no, I just need my morning moon balance drink. He's asking, does that clarify it more? I've been going I can't speak or read today. I've been going head first in things. This will be new for me to really relax and listen to my body at the current moment. Woo! It's going to be good, Antoinette. Oh, it's going to be good. So, okay, Antoinette, when I was first going through this little bit of growth edge, that same one that you're going through right now, I personally, this is a me thing, just talking to you human to human right now, okay? I personally went, okay, and I went off like the deep end, and that's when I did the whole like, well, I woke up and I stretched my hip. I did like one exercise for an hour, right? Of course I gained fucking weight. I wasn't doing anything, you know? So just recognize that I do have an intention, you know, to move with my body. If there's a day where you're feeling good, go on that jog. If there's a day where you're feeling tired, still go for the full hour, whatever your time is, but maybe you'll walk it, maybe you'll jog it instead of sprint it. So it's just allowing, yeah, you got it. So I don't want you to go too far off the deep end like I did when I went too far into the yin, feminine, doing nothing, but enjoying the imagination in my head. It just start out, what I learned was the balance. Set the intention for, I want a good workout. I want to be sweating. I want this or that, right? Some days my good workout comes from a more cardio yoga. Some days my sweat comes from doing a twist detox yoga. I could do that same yoga practice the very next day and not sweat at all. Some days I can walk and I'll really be sweating, and I could do the same walk the next day, same temperature, and I won't. So it's just, hey, oh my God, what's up? What's up, Maya? So yeah, Antoinette, just keep that in mind. Don't go too far off the deep end. Great minds come aligned. Just start a live video on alignment as you were starting your meditation. How fun is that? Yeah, the energy is picking back up, Samaya. Energy is picking back up as a whole. Okay, so let me go back to Concha, and then Samaya, if you want a little reading, a little message, a little coaching, happy to help you after that. And of course, Jennifer, if you can start to hear this while I'm live, I'm here for you too. Okay, so Concha, refocusing back on you and your energy. Great idea to relax all the muscles. I needed that today. Definitely going through big growth. Okay, so first things first. And Concha, I want to let you know, I catch myself on this all the time too, okay? It's not big growth, guys, right? Because when you're a newborn and you can't walk, you can't really do anything, you're not, oh, this is such a big manifestation to be able to walk. It's just you're observing, how do they do that? They bring me things with their legs. Well, I don't want to wait for them all the time. I want to learn how to do that. And then it's just the process of learning it, right? And learning how to walk, there's no tutorials, there's no videos, there's no instructions. That's a big thing, right? But you're not thinking it's big. So it's not big. Because if you think it's big, you're pre-setting up in your head that it's going to be hard, that it's going to be a lot of work. So I needed it, like, oh, I'm so glad I was tapped into myself to come to a free live where I got the perfect reminder that I needed. This is a great reminder that I am tapped into my inner being, and I'm at a place of balancing my physical and my spiritual. There's, of course, the human side that wants to take action and do things, because that's why we came down to the physical, right? I'm aware, though, that it needs to be action aligned with my spirit side. So I'm really starting to hone in on the practice of balancing my physical action and my spiritual energy. And the physical me is expanding towards something that I don't know the how. So instead of calling it big, just admit, I'm calling in manifestations that I don't know the how. So I'm aware that I'm going to have to learn new things, but my spirit side will guide me, right? Because when the spirit side is guiding you, when you're learning how to walk, it's not guiding you how to do push-ups. You know, that's never part. When you watch a baby, they don't start doing push-ups, right? They don't start doing squats. They're just guided to the actions that will get them to be walking. Does that make sense, Concha? Let me see if that makes sense before I go to your next comment. Hey, Janice made it. Oh my God, this was the best idea ever by my intervene. Look at all these people I haven't seen in forever. Guys, if you watch the replay too, comment. And I'm going to be live every day this week at 11 a.m. I'm cooking up what I'm going to be doing next week. It's so nice to see you guys again. Nitpicking here, fine-tuning, not letting myself down by being more discerning. Like, I've learned how to be discerning in most situations, but now I need to be discerning in situations where I do trust like the other person, where I don't just firstly trust and give away my power. I love that, and give away my power, being agreeable in the moment, having fun, but I'm like, wait, what do I want in this situation? Being more intentional. Yes, that makes sense. More specifically, filling into deeper levels of self-trust, into deeper levels of not letting myself down, filling into deeper levels of complexity of what makes me feel safe. Okay, so that's what you're manifesting. Okay, but you got the overall point. So let's go into this, Concha. Fuck, I don't want to get too deep. I can't get... Concha, to unwind that one. Antoinette. I'm liking it too. Shit, maybe I'll keep this the same. But Concha, that's good. I would need a phone call with you to unpack this one all the way. So I'm just going to tell you what it is. You're coming up against thinking you're powerless in relationships. And you know your history. I know your history. You can see why you have that active vibration. So it'd be better of, okay, as long as you just want soothing, I'll tell you what it is. And it's filling into deeper levels of complexity of what makes me feel safe. That's control, Concha. That's, if they do this, then I'll feel safe. If I feel this way, then I'll feel safe. No, your safety comes from your connection to your inner being. When you're listening to your inner being, your yeses and your nos, you're going to be guided to safety. And this is going to be a pretty crass example for you guys, right? So there was a guy that I hung out with, but I was so... I need to tell him he has to wear a condom. He has to wear a condom because that's what will make me feel safe. Okay. Yeah. What did he do? Not wear a condom. Okay. So once I let go of controlling exactly how, I was just like, okay, I'm going to let go. I'm not going to wind up about it. Inner being, I just want to feel comfortable. I want decent, great, phenomenal sex. I want to feel adored and cherished. And obviously safe. I'm now no longer, the human side of me is now no longer going to dictate what I need for that safety. But obviously there's things like condoms, STD checks, blah, blah, blah. But inner being, you guide me. I just know that I want to feel so relaxed and I want to get no STDs. Next guy I meet, freaking like first date, I was like, honestly, I just got to be a little blunt right now. I was like, what's your stance on condoms? He told me, and I was like, wow, that makes me feel safe. And I went, well, yeah, I don't want any STDs down there either, man. And then he was like, wow, you're so direct and bold. I love this. And he's like, this isn't you coming on to me, right? Like, you don't want sex right now. I was like, no, but I want to know I'm not wasting my time with someone who we're not compatible in that area. He went, that's attractive. He pulled up his damn phone and went, I actually got tested 2 months ago. Here's my blood work. And he handed me his phone and I went through it, negative on everything. I had to go back and go, wow, that's awesome. You're clean as a whistle. Guess what? I get fever blisters. I haven't had an outbreak in a couple years, but I would technically blood work test positive for HSV1. I feel safe. I will sleep with that man. I feel safe. So Concha, it's not about I need to navigate this complexity. I need to make sure I feel safe because you will wear a condom. It's just hey, I'm relaxing. I know what helps me feel safe and relaxing, and that's condoms. For me, if I do without a condom, then for like until I get my next period, there's just this level of anxiety. And I don't need that. One night of awesome, amazing pleasure is not worth 29 days of anxiety. So how do That's how I like to play sexually. How do you like to play sexually? So Concha, what you're really learning is compatibility. Definitely continue. Are you liking my sex stories, Antoinette? Dude, Antoinette, I'm gonna post this on YouTube still. I don't care. Dude, Antoinette, that guy kissed my face for like 10 minutes. And then my whole body for like an hour. I was like, I've never had my body this adored and cherished. But so Concha, does that make sense? This is more about I feel powerless in relationships because they have to do things, which they do, but you're not powerless. It's, hey, this is what I desire. This is how I like to play. Is that how you like to play? So it's more about tapping into your yes, finding someone else who that's also their yes. Well, it feels deeper than compatibility. Well, it's deeper than well, I'll agree that it's more complex because it's about you owning how you like to play. And I would definitely admit there's a little bit of a fear there in you and admitting this is how I like to play. All right, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Oh my God. I told myself I wouldn't get this personal on lives. So I have an amazing ability to orgasm. I can have 10, 20, 30. 5 warm-ups. 5 orgasms is a warm-up for me. Right? So if there's a guy who he likes to be the sub and the woman dominant, that's not going to work for me. So that's compatibility, Concha. I like to sit back and enjoy my body being touched and all these orgasms, right? So a guy who likes to also do that, no, that's just not going to work. Neither one of us are going to be having fun, right? But there could be a guy who's, God, I feel so powerful when I could touch a woman and she enjoys herself. That kind of man is going to fucking love me. So it's about recognizing that the same two people do not get the same things out of an enjoyable experience, right? I'm the one enjoying the 20, 30 orgasms. I'm the one who needs someone who will focus attentively on my body when I'm in subspace for a couple hours. Where you're at right now is, but I feel like a burden. Why would someone want to do that to me? No, it's this is how I like to play. So this is why it feels deeper for you. It's admitting your true desires. This is how I like to play. And that can feel scary, right? Because once you start to niche on how you like to play, there are less people to play with. So it's will my need get met? Will it not get met? Maybe I need to be more open-minded, right? So this is really about you, deeper levels of authenticity, full expression of yourself. This is me. Who's the guy who likes to play this way? Right? So there's 2 big things right there. I love your sex stories. I'm looking through you. God, it was great. It was great. That guy was great. Oh, that guy was great. I will definitely, hands down, I will definitely hang out with him again. Okay. Samaya, are you still on? Who's the 3rd person still watching? What help do you need? And Concha, until they respond, I'll help you more. But once I see the next question, I'm going to hop over to them. Yeah. But, so Concha, does that make sense? How so there's compatibility, there's truly owning your desires, there's the feeling powerless in a relationship, and there's also I'm a burden, and my needs are a burden. If I have a need, then someone else has to sacrifice to meet them. So it is deeper than just compatibility. We got 4 things going on there. That's why I set a phone call for me to help you unpack it all. The burden one, we could talk about. Janice, okay, if you're still, sorry, I didn't know who else was still here. Janice, hit me with your question. There was Jennifer, Janice, Samaya, who came on live. You guys can start asking your questions. Concha, the big one for you is more about rewriting the burden. Your needs aren't a burden, right? I gave you the example of I love to just sit back and enjoy a man touching my body. Well, who the fuck wouldn't want to experience 20, 30 orgasms? Come on, who doesn't want that, I, for a while, wasn't letting myself relax and enjoy that. I'd always try to, start touching him. I'd always try to do other stuff because I had that deep-rooted belief of any need of mine is a burden to others. And then I realized, wait, no, not a lot of women can orgasm the way I can. This is an amazing gift. I now know instead of having sex with all the men, I want to have sex with the men who truly enjoy pleasuring a woman. I don't need to know what they get out of it. Right? And for him, he was just mentioning like, yeah, man, I went through a divorce and I don't know, we never really liked sex, so I may not be good at sex. And I was like, hey, I'll leave that to us to determine. And he just went, I feel so powerful. I feel powerful, like not powerful like I'm dominating you, but like I feel powerful. I feel like I can give pleasure. This feels so good to me. He's like, I will play with your blankety blank for as long as you want me to play with it, because this feels good to give someone this much pleasure, and like I'm giving this to you. So we don't get the same things out of it, right? I don't feel powerful when I'm in subspace orgasming. I feel delighted, safe, cherished, adored. That's what you're rewriting right now, Concha. Yes, totally. Let's talk about the burden thing. I feel good with the others. Yeah. All right, Concha. There you go. Love it. Janice, give me your comment. Give me your question, because I do got to get going, guys. I got a 12 o'clock. This was fun, guys. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, we're going to keep this up. And I'm going to have to start doing something else other than having dates and sex with boys, so I have other stories to tell you guys. Woo. But yes, Janice, let me know what you would like help with, and I'll help as much as I can. But know that I will be back live Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What do you mean, go ahead? What you wanted? I don't really like, I mean, is that, you want a general? Or what do you mean, go ahead? Antoinette, I'm like laughing right now because I could picture you laughing hard at my sex stories right now. But it was a good story, right? It makes sense. I'll catch up, or George could toss me a line. Okay, so you just want a general. Let's see. Let me fill into your energy, Janice. There's a very active vibration of hopeless. Nothing I ever do is good enough. It just seems like when I get going, that whole like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Janice, I'm kind of it's like a lot of stagnation in your energy too. I want to pull some tarot. I'm going to pull some oracle cards. There's just some stagnation in your energy. So, which makes sense, guys. Where do you live? Are you in America? A lot of us are coming out of like, well, in America we are. A lot of people during COVID just kind of like shut down thinking about desires or thinking about being able to do anything. Because like, what was the point, right? You know? So it's okay if that's where you are, but there's just a little bit of like stagnancy in your energy. So you're not sending off too many rockets of desires to even start going on the journey, right? Florida. Okay, so yeah, America. So meaning a lot of people who are out of the post-COVID era, depending on what country you're on, there is a wake-up process. There is oh my God, I've been dimming my light. I've been just dimming my energy. I've been dimming my desires. So you're shaking off that, Janice. Yeah, healing the divine masculine, temple of black obsidian, divine sisterhood. Okay, so what you really want is you really want some community, some companionship right now. And you're actually, I don't see it looks more like you want friendship right now. Like you just want a running buddy to go do things with. Like, hey girl, I'm running to the store. You want to go with me? Hey, I'm running to the store. I'm going to pick you up. Anything? Like you're looking for that. I don't see like deep connection because it's not necessarily a strong emotional connection you're looking for. It's more like a running buddy, right? When you go to school, you're like, hey, want to go on the swing with me? But as an adult, you have to be a little more active in reaching out. There's a lot more work that goes involved into making friends when you're an adult, man. So that's something that you're desiring, that you're just not fully letting yourself be awakened to right now. Okay, so now a little bit deeper. Healing the divine masculine. Temple of Black Obsidian. So that is what you ultimately want. You really want just community and companionship on like the everyday things in life. But there's a little bit of like, these are two pretty big healing cards. The black obsidian is where, God, I don't know how to guide. It's going to be a little bit more than I can explain on a Facebook Live. The black obsidian, that comes up where there is an old repressed emotion memory that needs to come to surface to light, right? Like, let's say maybe when you were 7, an older female came up and like made fun of you and humiliated you in front of a big group of people. You would not feel safe to go get a female just running everyday companion, right? So there is some old memory that's making, so you're not admitting what you want. There's also an old fear actively sticking in the way of it. And the other one, this one isn't an old fear, but this is one of where like you feel powerless. This card comes up when you feel like you can't do anything to change it, right? Kind of like you're perfect to go right after Concha. Like, I can't make other women behave. I feel powerless. They need to be nice to me. Right? But you're not like that 7-year-old little girl anymore, or however old you were and whatever exact memory it was. Now it's just if someone approaches you, you'll just look at them and you'll go, no. That's a healed masculine, a no, right? Okay, so let's go into more Kelly sex stories. So I have 3 men right now. Maybe, well, 4. But the 4th one's like a full-on, just a backup. He's just a backup. There's one guy who he is more sub, and I'm like, that's not really my style. But if I ever feel that way, I'll let you know. There's the guy who wants to play the way I want to play. There's another guy who's, I'll be in Atlanta next week. And I'm like, okay, are you going to come see me? No. If I'm flying to Atlanta, you could drive to me. That's not fucking fun. That's not. So I've got one who wants to be the sub. I've got one who wants to play the way I want. I've got one who wants this dual bickering, must be 50-50, I can't be the one doing all the work. And I've got one who's just a beautiful backup. Okay, but this one, Janice, that's, no, you have to come see me in Atlanta. No, I don't. No, I fucking don't. Even if I didn't have the one that wanted to play the way that I want to play, no, I don't. No. I just told him, I was like, no. He's like, no, I'm flying into Atlanta. You could do the drive. Call me. Because no, I don't. Where are you going camping, Concha? I haven't gone camping in a while. I'm over camping. Fuck, I lived off grid for 6 months. Do not need to camp anymore. I am done with camping. I am all about glamping. So Janice, those are like the big things you're going through right now. And it's like, no, you don't, right? And no, you don't have to say yes to be nice, to be seen as the nice one. You don't have to, if a woman comes up to you, oh my gosh, she's being awkward, toxic right now, and let her like do whatever she's going to do, maybe make fun of you or whatever. It just be a, stop speaking to me that way. It doesn't need to be a, you're making me feel belittled. No, it's just a, stop speaking to me that way. No. Oh, cool. Antoinette has never been camping before, huh? Wow. Yeah, so Janice, I hope that helped. That was a lot. For the deeper emotion one, you can, on my YouTube channel, I have a free inner child meditation. I would encourage you, I don't know what your budgets are, your budgets. I don't know what your financial situation is. I would encourage you, sometimes those deeper emotional ones, it can be healed fully when someone else witnesses you. It's something like that. And so that's something that you want. Obviously, I can help with that. But you can put an intention for, universe, I want that. Give me someone a hell of a lot cheaper than Kelly. You can be guided. You can go to thecompletionprocess.com, and on there, there's a list of practitioners Find the one that you resonate the most with, or the one that triggers you the most. They're a hell of a lot cheaper than me and can guide you through that process. It just depends if you know who you want to be the one witnessing you. For the masculine one, that's you just gotta practice. No, no, I can't. No, no, I'm tired. Just simple no's without over explaining. Once you do those two, Janice, then you'll be able to be at a place where you can be open to thinking about things that you want. You can, in the meantime, I want to feel more into positive desires. I want more positivity in my life. I want to feel better and better and better about my life. I want to enjoy life more. So I just want to start being guided to simple, smaller, more pleasurable things. Maybe not the full-on shebang of everyday companionship, but I want to be start guided to just a little more uplifting so I can start to see that it's safe to just enjoy life again. I'd like to be enjoying life again. I'd like things that help me feel positive as I move towards them. I'd like things that just feel like a yes to me, that just resonate with something that feels this good, it's obviously going to be good. I want to start feeling uplifted just a little bit more day by day. I'm going to allow myself to feel a little more uplifted. I'd like to be delighted a little bit more, universe. Start showing me that it's going to be worth this deeper healing that Kelly talked about. Just a little rampage there. It's fun, Antoinette. It's fun. All right, but I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for coming live. I truly have fun doing this, and I can't do it without you, so thank you.